All right, welcome back. So today we're going over cold calling lessons from the Stoics. Basically, these videos are daily updates as part of my agency Speedrun 0 to 1 million. How these videos work is I first go over an agency tip of the day, go over some YouTube comments Q&A, go over my input tracker update, and then kind of game plan for the day. So without further ado, basically today is day 13 of my agency Speedrun. We're at exactly $0 revenue, but that hopefully will change very soon. So now for the agency tip of the day. Yeah, basically just some cold calling lessons. So these are some quotes from different Stoic philosophers and some application as it applies to cold calling. So number one, detach from the outcome. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Epictetus. Application. When you dial, your goal shouldn't be, I must get a yes. That is outside your control. Instead, make your goal, I will make 50 high quality dials and handle every response with poise. If you wish for the process rather than the result, you cannot be disappointed. 100%. Number two, expecting the no. Begin the morning by saying to thyself, I shall meet with the busybody, the ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, unsocial. Marcus Aurelius. Application. Before you start your dialing, visualize the worst case scenario. Someone hangs up on you, yells, or mocks you. By rehearsing this mentally, you remove its power to shock you. When it happens, you can simply think, there's the busybody Marcus warned me about, and move on to the next dial without a spike in cortisol. Number three, reclaiming your value. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. Marcus Aurelius, the application. A rejection on a cold call is not a rejection of you as a human being. It is a data point about the person's current state of mind or business needs, or just a knee jerk reaction. If you feel hurt by a no, it is because you have judged that no as a personal failure. Ignore it, as it's just noise. And last point, avoiding borrowed suffering. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Most of the pain of cold calling happens between the calls, or I might even add, prior to the calls. It's even the absolute worst. Before you do that first dial, it's the dread of the next dial. The what if they're mean? What if I'm failing? Seneca reminds us that the actual rejection takes 5 seconds, but we suffer for hours thinking about it. Stay in the present moment and remember the current dial is the only one that exists. So I thought this would be helpful to everyone, myself included. Um, some good lessons to remember. So now we're going to go on to the YouTube comment Q&A. So we got, uh, oh nice. So this guy yesterday asked about the car mechanic niche. I said, yeah, man, go for it, especially if you have um, any kind of experience in the actual niche. So his dad is a car mechanic, so that's actually perfect. So he will know the inside and out. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Definitely recommend for you then, dude. Lincoln, please share the war map template. I got you, my guy. I will. I was thinking I should probably just create like a Google Doc and then put all the I don't know, all the templates and anything I want to share in that one Google Doc for everyone to find. So I will do that. Twisted Toss, and you can find it. I'll create a Google Doc, put war map. You guys can see it. So it's just like Charlie's standard one that he shares. The only thing I changed is I didn't like how it had 5-day weeks. I found it confusing to figure out where the weekends are, because for me, weekends are very different than during the week, because during the week I can work. On the weekends I spend time with with my wife and kids. So I need to know when the weekends are. So I added in this all the days of the week. And then I added in 7 days in the week so that so Mondays are always on the left. That's how I did it. And then just blocked off, these are just empty. That's how I did it. Anybody can do it however they want. But if this is helpful to anyone, I can definitely share this. And can you tell one specific thing that Charlie said about targeting niche and selecting one? Any tips if you want to give? Yeah, man. Great question. I did go over a bunch. Your question will probably disappear, but I did go over a bunch in which one? Oh, niche ideas for brokies who must win. I went over it a bit. I also made a couple posts in school, or comments in school about helping people with their niche. But basically, what you're going to want to do is make sure that there's at least 30,000 people in your niche, and that's not a hard and fast rule. You just want to make sure that there's enough people to actually reach out to, and who can actually, use your service and actually have the problem you solve. So what's the most important thing is to to rewind why even niche down in the first place. It's mainly, how I see it, is two reasons. Number one, you're going to want to niche down so that your service delivery is actually easier. So that when you fulfill for clients, you don't have like a auto mechanic and then a window cleaner and then a plumber and then an online coach. Like, those are way too different businesses from each other. You're gonna have a really, really hard time fulfilling, and that'll eat up all your time. So if you just work with auto mechanics, then you can streamline that service delivery. So it's kind of plug and play. Like, you want to do it on easy mode, and you want it to be as plug and play as possible. So that's why a person would only target auto mechanics. So for example, for you, I would say stick with auto mechanics, and you might be tempted to, oh, I should add in diesel mechanics too, because they're basically the same. Like, they're both mechanics. But I would say don't do diesel mechanics, because they're like, for you to, let's say you're doing marketing, I'm assuming you're going to do some kind of marketing services for them. For you, you're going to be doing marketing services for auto mechanics, which is, the customers of auto mechanics are consumers, people who have their car and it breaks down or it's making a funny noise and they need to get it fixed. For diesel mechanics, even though they all fix cars, but for diesel mechanics, their target customer are generally going to be businesses who have big diesel trucks that need to be fixed. Whatever fleets, whatever school buses, delivery trucks, that's what a diesel mechanic will fix. And so they're working with businesses. So it's a totally different customer that they would be targeting. So even though it seems very similar, don't do it, because it's going to make your service delivery hard. So it's not just about, so number one, niche down for service delivery, and work with whatever segment of your niche that are super similar to each other so that it makes it easy. So in your case, auto mechanic. Stick with auto mechanic, not diesel mechanic. Don't be tempted to add them in. Don't. And so, like, the same thing with like car detailing. It's like, oh, it's like kind of similar. Same, like, they kind of serve the same thing. They help people with their cars. No, don't do it. That's going to make service delivery hard, because the person who's looking for a car detailer is a different type of person who's looking to get their car fixed when it breaks or whatnot. So that's what I would say about that. And the second reason why you want to niche down is to make the marketing language more targeted and resonate more with any potential clients, any prospects. So when you send out your cold emails, when you have your website copy, when you I don't know, everything that you do for your marketing, that it can be very, very targeted, and so they can feel like, wow, this person must be able to get me a good result because they only work with people just like me. That's what you want them to think in their head. So when you niche down, you make it easier on yourself to deliver, which makes your business run way, way better. And two, it's easier to get customers, clients, because they feel like you work with people exactly like them, and that's it. And that's what you want. So hopefully that helps. That's a little niche rundown, at least how I see it. Now we're going to go on to input tracker. So I already filled this out. So today is Tuesday, January 13. So we're going over the input tracker for Monday. The goal was to cold call. I had some family stuff come up, and basically had to be on call for the day. So I didn't get any cold calling in today. It's early in the morning, so I'm not sure how my wife and kids are feeling today. They're feeling a little sick, but um, I'm really hoping that today I'm able to just block out a solid chunk of time to do some cold calling and get these numbers up, because this ain't cool. This ain't cool at all. But anyways, that's that. This is all filled out. Yeah, and we are good to go. So the other thing, yeah, I just wanted to go over is I'm going to be like, this is going to get more precise, given the fact that I am tracking my time. So I filled out this for yesterday, which is pretty cool. This is going to be really, really neat. Basically, yesterday, actually, sorry. I think I got my dates messed up. No, we're good. Okay. So basically for yesterday, yeah, kind of worked on my niche offer solution breakdown. I kind of have like this master document, and I was working on it to kind of finalize some things. Also doing it so that I can give that to Jan on the VIP implementation call I did, which was really solid. He gave me the whole roadmap laid out. I don't know how many pages it is, like a dozen pages. It's unbelievable. Highly, highly recommend. If you're in Imperium Academy and you got VIP, definitely do the implementation call. Jan is going to set you up real good. So did that, and yeah, had a whole bunch of family stuff, which is fine. That's great. Love my family. And yeah, finalized cold calling script, went through cold calling training, had to do some admin stuff. So that was all good. That was yesterday. I counted up kind of all the actual blocks of time. Like I I left out like kind of like admin-y stuff, like checking emails and stuff. So that's where this number comes from, and it's going to be more precise going forward. And then today we have basically, I need to scrape a whole bunch of leads for myself, to get those ready to cold call. We have set up Go High Level. I have some phone numbers, but I need to record a voicemail and make sure the call routing is proper, so that if somebody calls me back when I'm cold calling, that it actually rings on my phone the proper way. I need to do that. Planning on getting in some cold calling, then VIP hangout call, Charlie. Then I need to set up the power dialer and Go High Level. Cold calling block, and then we're going to work on our service delivery master doc. Basically, what I need a master kind of document laying out everything that I'll do, so that on a sales call, I can actually show the prospect, hey, this is everything we do. Or if I'm when I'm cold calling, they're like, hey, send me more information. I want some kind of like master document to be able to send over. So need to work on that. And that's kind of the plan for the day. Hopefully, we can nail this one, and I will keep you guys posted. Okay, cheers.